Hello, I'd like to give you a very brief introduction to APL.
Been able to change and adapt in real time, like you can say they're going to talk about the heart here.
But the audience.
But if the community is interested, for example, I was working in a youth centre. I had all these ideas.
Which you think is very key in the community, you want to get a couple of, statements.
Is it actually fun to talk about pollution?
One day I was at the Jubilee Street party and then I've come across that stall that had some people talking about the WellHome project. I always have that dilemma of whether I should leave the windows open for long, so it really quickly talked to me.
I mean, I think one of the challenges of a project like this is just to capture people's attention, because people really are just trying to cope and get by.
Imperial intends to be part of the community, and in order to be part of the community it needs to engage with the community. They find it difficult to engage because engagement isn't their sole purpose.
ከአካባቢው ማህበረሰብ ጋር መተባበር የቤት ውስጥና ከቤት ውጭ ያለ
You've kind of learned as you've gone along and adapted things, and I think that's really good. That's a sign of something that is really serious about being community focused, community based. You know, you learn from the community. You don't impose a kind of preset plan which is totally rigid. You learn as you go along. I think that's really good.
What could have been done better? There was quite a lot of lead-in, and we could maybe have condensed that process a little bit. It took us a while to decide what to do, to decide on the strategy, to get everybody in place.
And as a piece of advice is that given that you will be working with people from the community, you have to be very flexible, you have to allow yourself enough time, because your agenda as a researcher is not necessarily the same agenda as someone from the community.
We all want to see change as humble people who aren't in the offices or who aren't in the laboratories. This is the ideal way of actually being involved, being part of how this difference is going to happen.